All right, happy post 4th of July. And we're happy to have you here on today. My name is Val Towner. I'm privileged to serve on Sundays, usually Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as president of Coahoma Community College. I have no idea what happens other days, but I probably shouldn't say that in front of them. I have my board chair here, whom I will introduce a bit later. I hope everybody's doing okay this morning. We're so excited to be able to have you come here. The world is noted for many famous places, so we, or I, sort of comically have in mind Coahoma, since I do not have the privilege of traveling abroad often. Coahoma is my place to travel abroad. So welcome to the Taj Mahal of Clarksdale, Mississippi, called the Pinnacle. Well, I didn't know that was going to get applause. That's great. Okay, I need to stop while I'm here. We are elated to have you here with us. We're very excited that you were able to breach and break through our Great Wall of Coahoma Community College outside what we also refer to as the Great Wall of China. Somebody will catch it on the way home. We do not have an Eiffel Tower, but we do have an old, unused water tower that we like to refer to as our Eiffel Tower. We do not have a Statue of Liberty, but we do have several extremely tall flagpoles. We do not have a leaning tower as in Italy, but we do have several delta trees that lean with our strong, fierce, straight line winds. We do not have a great pyramid as in Egypt, but we do have a safe house, courtesy of our local Coahoma County Board of Supervisors. Very seriously, no, we do not have famous landmarks such as those that are sprinkled across the globe, yet we do have something that other parts of the world may not have. We have you. So thank you for coming to Coahoma Community College. I'm here in a very domesticated capacity, and so my surrogate boss, John Levingston, is looking at me to sit down. I want to thank John, I want to thank Delta Strong and all of the persons that are involved. The names I'm certain that I do not know to call, but I hope that I'm able to meet you. So we're happy to have you here today to Coahoma Community College. It was July the 8th, 2010, that the King, LeBron James, in Connecticut made the great decision that he was going to take his talents south to Miami. We have no decision today. We have an announcement that will come forth very shortly. As my seat is calling me, I'm not here alone. I do have my board chair here, Miss Butler, if you would please stand. And if I have any other board members here. I do have a sprinkling here. Mr. McGlown, would you remain standing, please? And if we have, this is vacation time for us. If you work at Coahoma Community College or Coahoma Early College High School or a student, would you please stand at this time? Remain standing, all right. So thank you. These are the persons that run this campus, and by the way, if you need anything, Mr. Crump, anything, or if you find that there's something wrong with the campus, you be sure to see one of these persons. Thank you, and welcome to Coahoma Community College. We're excited. Again, in my domesticated capacity, if you would, bow your heads for the moment, a word of prayer. Very sincerely, gracious Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for life. We thank you for all the blessings that you have bestowed and entrusted us with. We thank you for your grace and your mercy. We are so grateful today that you have allowed us to be here. We're so excited about the announcement. We just ask now for your blessings upon the intentions and the plans. We thank you for every single person that is here today. We pray that you continue to keep them safe. Thank you for simply everything. For it is this and all blessings we ask in the name of your Son, Jesus the Christ, we pray. And everyone said amen. Amen. Thank you.
It's so great to see such a great, large crowd here today. we appreciate you being in attendance. Good morning. My name is Ed Peacock III, and I am president of the Clarksdale Coahoma County Industrial Foundation. On behalf of these two entities, I welcome you again on this great occasion. It is not often we get together for announcements such as this, although in the past few months it seems that in fact we are, thankfully, doing so with greater frequency. It gives me, we are here today because of John Levingston. John Levingston has done an incredible job as our Chamber Director in Economic Development. I mean, I just want you to give him applause. We have had two industries largely because of John. Well, the first one we announced in December, it was almost solely because of John. And now this one, he played a tremendous part along with several others, which he will mention later. It gives me great pleasure to present to you our Chamber Director in Economic Development, John Levingston.
I'm not embarrassed to move the microphone down. I know it's necessary. Ed, it's okay, really, I promise. Thank you, Dr. Towner, for allowing us to gather in this building, your house, on your campus. We are really grateful to be here. Thank you, Ed, for your comments. You did go off script, and we'll have to talk about that. But also thank you very much for your service to the Chamber and the Industrial Foundation and to our community. Mr. Mayor, Board of Commissioners, President of our Board of Supervisors, and members of the board, to all our state elected officials who are here today, members of the Chamber Board, the Industrial Foundation Board, Economic Development Authority Board, members of the Delta Council, those representing the planning districts, and our friends in the community, region, and state who are with us today, I welcome you to this joyous occasion for Clarksdale and the North Delta. Before we make our announcement, I want to share with you a couple of thoughts about economic development. Now, I have to confess to you, I'm really kind of a newbie at doing this. Really. There may be many things about this profession, economic development, that I have yet to learn. But I do know one thing, and I want to share it with you. It takes a whole community, region, and state to create economic development in a community. I want to tell you that there could be no one anywhere who has received more support and cooperation at every level than I have in getting to this day. And it is in that spirit that I want everyone to know that this project began with a call to us from the Delta Council's Delta Strong program. Delta Strong was an idea conceived by Clarksdale native Frank Howell and Indianola native Tom Gresham. It is a Delta-wide regional branding, marketing, and recruiting program designed to attract industry, not to just one community, but the whole Delta. It is a brilliant program, and it is responsible for introducing our new industry to Clarksdale. And once they made the introduction, they remained a key and integral player in the recruitment process. Likewise, the state of Mississippi, through the Governor's Office and the Mississippi Development Authority, have provided essential grants in the form of a Development Infrastructure Grant for building improvement and an ACE grant for moving equipment from Chicago to Clarksdale. Their support and role in this recruitment process has been exemplary in every way and essential to our success. We are grateful as well to our state legislative delegation, including State Senator Robert Jackson, who is with us today, State Senator Derek Simmons, State Representative Orlando Payton. And here at home, I am most pleased to recognize our two essential leaders, two men who have been partners in their absolute commitment to the betterment of our community. No two people have been more important, more dedicated, more necessary to the success of this endeavor than our Mayor, Chuck Espy, and the President of the Coahoma Board of Supervisors, Paul Pearson. They have worked tirelessly, suffered my many phone calls at all hours of the day or night, and more importantly, made those sacrifices necessary to make this project work and bring new jobs to their community and county. I can say without exaggeration that no people were more critical to the success of this project than Mayor Espy or President Pearson. You both have my gratitude and admiration. Likewise, the Clarksdale Board of Commissioners, Ed Seals, Willie Turner, Ken Murphy, and Bo Plunk, as well as their colleagues on the Coahoma County Board of Supervisors, Johnny Newsom, Darrell Washington, Pat Davis, and Will Young, provided the wherewithal and support necessary at every stage of this endeavor. These men have been united, not only with this project, but any with which I've been involved. And their efforts have resulted in jobs for our citizens and greater prosperity and financial sustainability for our community. And I thank you all very much. Thank you. We're fortunate to have many more partners, including the Coahoma County Community College, whose Skill Tech Center will provide essential job training for our new industry. I want to acknowledge the deep debt we owe the center's director, Stephen Jossell, as well as his colleagues in the Delta Workforce Development area, including most especially Mitzi Woods, who is not here, not able to be with us today, and Jackie Finley, who is with us today. I also include our special thanks to Todd Donald, Vice President of Workforce for the Mississippi Delta Community College CAP Center. Additionally, my partners in all economic development projects include two unsung heroes in our community. James Curcio and Darrell Dixon of the North Delta Planning District manage every grant received by a project, whether that grant is state or federal. They are trusted advisors, experienced professionals, and together they have made an incalculable difference in the quality of life of this region and Clarksdale in particular. We are grateful as well to our county administrator, Morgan Wood, and to our county board attorney, Tom Ross. I see Morgan here today, and I'm sure Tom is here as well, and I want to thank you both so much for what you all have done. I wanted to acknowledge, as always, my predecessor, Ron Hudson, whose demeanor, advice, and counsel are the marks of a true professional and a genuine gentleman. And I'm truly blessed to have Cecily Allen and Hunter Gardner at the Chamber as members of our team. They bring enthusiasm, creativity, and intelligence to everything they do. Finally, I want to thank the many lay leaders of this community. You may think I'm thanking people a lot, but the fact of the matter is people don't get thanked enough. They don't get thanked enough in the community, and they don't get thanked enough around the state for the work that goes on behind the scenes. So bear with me just a moment, because there are just a couple more people that I want to call out. These people lent their support and their money that we might arrive at this day. Even at the risk of leaving out someone, I must mention several people who I wish you would thank when you see them, including the members of the Economic Development Authority Board, Henry Dorsey, Hartley Kittle, Mike Tyner, Mike Wimberly, Jacqueline Seaton, Albert Williams, and Terry Dulaney. I wish to acknowledge as well the brilliant counsel of EDA Board Attorney Ted Connell. And here it might seem a little unusual that we would recognize the attorney of our client, but I have to tell you, we have to do it. He's one of us, and he has made such a difference in this project, and he's here today. His name is Floyd Melton III of Greenwood. And Floyd, we're very grateful to you. Thank you. I am also particularly grateful to Industrial Foundation President Ed Peacock. Ed, thank you very much for your service to our community. For so many years, there have been those who say the best days of the Delta are behind it. The future is bleak, crime is up, we're depopulating, and our opportunities educationally and financially are diminishing. I say to those people, despite the depopulation in the Delta, despite the challenges that all of rural America is facing in healthcare, infrastructure issues, and in the field of education, despite all these things, we choose to look forward, not behind. Economic development will happen in this country, in this state, and in this Delta, whether we choose to participate or not. It's up to us to have the determination and the courage to act, to take advantage of opportunity when it presents itself or when we find it. But however it comes to us, we mean to be a part of it. And today, we are. Today, we welcome to our community a substantive, successful, family-owned manufacturing company which produces steel stud wells and other steel products and sells them to a variety of businesses around the country. The company was founded in 1976 by Stephen Hobson. Today, it is owned and operated by Stephen's children, Blake and Stacia. They have built and sustained a company which has become an industry leader in their field. Since their beginning, they've been located in a suburb of Chicago. Today, we are proud to announce that Image Industries will relocate their headquarters and manufacturing facilities to the building formerly occupied by Metso Minerals on DeSoto Avenue here in Clarksdale. And they will create standing up for. And they will create a minimum of 50 jobs. Please welcome warmly with me the owners of Image Industries, the brother and sister team of Blake and Stacia Hobson, and Mike Flory. This is yours. This is your crowd.
Well, thank you very much. We are honored to be here. We're honored that you all came this morning to welcome us to the community. You know, last night I said that, failure is an orphan, but success has many fathers, and this is quite a big family. I'd like to thank a lot of people, but John's already done that, and I don't want to have to do that all again. But clearly I'd like to thank the mayor, Mr. Espy, and I'd certainly like to thank the Board of Supervisors, Chair, Mr. Pearson. So thank you both for that. They were key. I'd also like to extend a great thanks to John. John, how he told you that he used to call the mayor at all hours, we used to call John at all hours as well. So I'm sure John got quite sick of hearing from us, but he really made it happen. And speaking of family, one of the other reasons that we selected Clarksdale was that the community is like a family to us. We were at the Rest Haven for breakfast, And I saw some person getting up and pouring coffee, and I'm like, John, what's that guy doing? And he said, well, he needed coffee, and the wait staff was busy, and it's only polite to offer everybody else in the restaurant coffee. That said a lot to me about Clarksdale as a community and made us feel warm and welcome. So we're thrilled to be here. Thank you so very much.
Yes, you're going to get to hear from all three of us. Takes a village, right? And if we had not remotely felt that we had a village behind us, we would not have chosen this community whatsoever. And so, yes, John has given a lot of thank yous and whatnot, but I also want to extend a special thank you to Frank Howell, as well, again, to Mayor Epstein and John and Tom Gresham, because without my personal interaction with those few folks, we would not be here, and that's for sure. So we're very excited, we're very grateful for this opportunity, and I cannot wait to meet everybody and know everybody by name, because everybody here knows everybody by name, and I feel left out, so I'm looking forward to it.
I'm not afraid to move a microphone as well. I don't have a lot to say. Everybody's said quite a bit here. This was a surprise to me a while back. I found out about this. It had been in the works for quite a while, and it was brought to me over a glass of scotch, I think. And then they asked me if I would be part of it, and I agreed. I've been with the company for around 27 years, I think. And it's been a pleasure to work for the company for all the years that I have. Very thankful for what I have because of the company as well. And so I look forward to working with the people here as well, being part of the community along with everybody else and the company. So I'd like to say thank you to everybody.
All right, Mike. It's coming back down. Now, I have to say that my mother would not forgive me if I didn't introduce to you another very, very important part of this team, and that would be Blake's wife, Elizabeth Hobson. Elizabeth, stand up and let us say hello to you. So, when he was sworn in 2 years ago this month, Mayor Chuck Espy stated clearly that he wanted an economic development team. He has been the example of the consummate team player. He has been a true partner in every project with which I've been involved. More than that, he has been a true leader, committed to creating a more financially sustainable city and a genuine steward of our city's finances. He brings creativity and thoughtfulness to every project. I am so very grateful to the mayor and to the City Board of Commissioners. Please welcome Mayor Chuck Espy.
That's good morning. Come on, let's have a seat. Come on, let's go to work. Let's go back to work. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Listen, I just want to share with you just some interesting points about all of this. And you guys know me by now, and I think Blake knows exactly who I am and what I stand for. John hit it right on the head when he first started. When you don't have a vision, people do perish. And that's just the truth. Here in the city, we had been, Blake and Stacia, we kind of been misspiraling. You know, one team was working to the left, the other one was working to the right. And guess what? Without anyone being at fault, one was pulling in this direction and one was pulling in that direction. But now, as we've come together with our team that has formed, and sometimes some of the team players, you gotta swap them out a little bit. You gotta interchange, certain groups and make your team stronger. With John Levingston being at the helm of the ship, in the last, has this been now 2 years, John? It's been almost 2 years. We knew immediately that John was the right man at the right time for this job. John Levingston, my hat is off to you because we have worked magnificently together. So guys, the only thing that I can share with you in just some thoughts, we're working harder than we've ever worked before. I can report to you that the team of commissioners, I don't know if they're all here, if the commissioners could please stand. We have Ken Murphy, Commissioner Willie Turner, Commissioner Ed Seals, and I saw Bo Plunk is always looming. There he is right there. When you come together at the right time, anything is possible. When you make sure that you combine your efforts and you tell the Board of Supervisors that we can no longer pull in opposite directions, and you know what? You don't do it with a clenched fist, you open your hand. And you make sure that all 5 members of the Board of Supervisors understand that we're willing to concede and we're willing to move forward and make Coahoma County a better place. That is when the energy and synergy begins to happen in a community. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I am very proud of individuals, and I have to give my hat off to Hartley and I always bump heads, and then guess what? We've figured out how to move forward together, and guess what we do? Hartley and I forced the ship, and we say we're gonna get it done no matter what. So I love that about the team. When you have the right team in place, great things can happen. And as we've been able to go outside of Chicago, we saw what Blake's operation and Stacey's operation looked like as a whole. And I reported back to the team, I said they are a great fit for the city of Clarksdale, and we need to protect them. But I want to leave you with one good friend, because what I've learned about this part in politics, you don't leave anyone behind as you're continuing to move forward through successful items and making things happen in your city. You have to thank the appropriate people. And what I love about this individual, you don't see him all the time anymore. You know, he was a giant of a leader, and now guess what he does? He gives counsel to all of us so we can continue to move forward. And my counsel that I've been able to trust for many years led me back in the day, John, with a good vision campaign. And he's here with us today, and I want to thank him properly, because without him, I would not be able to stand where I am today and to move forward with these type of items. And Blake and Stacey, I know you guys are going to get to know him, and you'll know him as one of the pillars of our community that allows Clarksdale to move forward. And he has been the teacher to all of us before his time. If he could please stand, Pete Johnson. Thank you for your hard work, your dedication to this team, and putting this team together. So guys, there you have it. You know, we're going to continue to do the work, and I love where we are in the city of Clarksdale. Blake, Stacey, thank you for bringing your family here, and I know that you are a perfect fit for our city. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Okay, you got to admit, he's got a lot of enthusiasm. He does. Now, on a regular basis, at least once a week, I go by Paul Pearson's shop. Poor Paul. He has to suffer listening to me discuss the details of each and every project. But he's a real gentleman, and he is a great leader. He listens, and he thoughtfully offers advice. And I have found that advice is most often the formula for success. He, along with his colleagues on the Board of Supervisors, have been supportive of every successful economic development project, and we owe them a debt of gratitude. Please welcome President of the Board of Supervisors, Paul Pearson.
adjust the mic one more time. There we go. Once a week, John? Just once a week by the shop. But, yeah, 3 times. No, it's fine. John has done a wonderful job. He comes by the shop and we discuss. We solve all the world's problems right there, 3rd and 7th. It's amazing. It's big print on this piece of paper, y'all. It's not. Anyway, big print, I promise. First of all, I personally want to thank the Hobson family. I know that y'all could have brought this business anywhere in the United States of America, and you brought it to Coahoma County. And I can't tell you how much I personally and these people in this room really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I want to thank my board. Stand up, please. Pat Davis, Johnny Newsom, Will Young, and Darrell Washington, that's right. They have helped me and been my strength, and they voted and it has always been very supportive of any project and anything that improves the quality of life of the citizens of Coahoma County. And I do appreciate y'all guys. I could not have done it without y'all. Thank y'all so much. And as John said, and as Chuck has said, the city and county working together on this project has been awesome. There again, us working together as a group, pulling together, and only looking at what best is for the community has really been awesome. And in closing, I was born and raised here in Coahoma County, 65 years worth. And growing up, I hear all the stories, especially in the 50s and 60s, how families had to pull up from Coahoma County and they had to go to places like Chicago to get a job, provide a living for their family. Everybody in this room has probably got a relative or somebody they know. Well, today, folks, we brought Chicago back to Coahoma County.
This mic's getting a lot of work today. Thank you, Paul. Tom Gresham of Indianola is the president of Double Quick Inc. And he's led the operation as it's grown from modest beginnings in 1984 to over 49 locations, employing 1,200 people. He also serves as secretary-treasurer of his family's business, Gresham Petroleum. But of all things one might say about Tom, the one thing most people know about him is how much he loves the Mississippi Delta and how dedicated he is to see it grow and develop. One can see that in his commitment over many years to Delta Council and especially to the creation and leadership of Delta Strong, which played such an important role in bringing image industries to Clarksdale. This year, at the Delta Council's 84th meeting, Tom became chairman of the organization. Please welcome Tom Gresham.
Thank you. I think I'm right at the end, so I promise you I'm not going to talk long. First of all, I want to thank the people of Clarksdale and Coahoma County. Wow, today is a great day. Y'all are getting great corporate citizens through Blake and Stacy. It's a wonderful opportunity for the entire Delta. A little bit about Delta Strong, and John did a great job of explaining Delta Strong. Delta Strong is our economic development effort. It's the brainchild of Frank Howell. We're going out recruiting businesses. And it's not something that each county can do by itself. It took all 19 counties to come together. There's some posters in the back that'll show some of the people, the organizations that have contributed to our efforts. We promised over 100 industry visits in 3 years. We've got more to go. We're making another announcement this afternoon in Indianola. I said last night, it's a journey. John and I had a good conversation about that. I first met Blake and Stacia over a year ago. And they had been looking for more than a year before that. So it is a process. So y'all get behind your economic development people. They're working hard. It's not like a quick serve restaurant. You go in and you order an industry. But you're getting great citizens. There's going to be more announcements to come. And I'm just excited to be a part of it. And somebody said earlier, the best days of the Delta, they're still to come. And you can look at it and see it in this room. But thank y'all and congratulations.
And it does take a whole team. Tom is exactly right. It doesn't happen with one person. It doesn't happen with a couple. It takes everything locally, regionally, and statewide. And I've been fortunate to have worked with leaders around the state on economic development projects. Among them have been many professionals at the Mississippi Development Authority, the state's economic development agency. I have worked with none better than project manager Ross Ivey. If you need advice how to navigate the tricky bureaucratic waters of state government, or need advice about the best way to move an economic development project forward, Ross is your man. He has been the project manager of this project, and he has done his work brilliantly, and I am most grateful to him. Please welcome Ross Ivey. Ross.
Well, this is an exciting day for Clarksdale. This is an exciting day for the entire state of Mississippi. Just want to say thank you, Blake and Stacia, the Hobson family, for believing in the state of Mississippi and for just giving us a chance. We have no doubt that we'll provide the resources and that you'll be successful. But I just wanted to thank, as John mentioned, projects like these are a team effort, and nobody better than John and his leadership. Just once again, thank you so much. The partners that we've had with Delta Council, Delta Strong, North Delta Planning District, this takes a group effort. But I just want to leave you with just know that you've got support at the local, the regional, and the state level, and we have no doubt that you're going to be successful, and we're excited for you, and we just wait to watch you grow and just expand. So thanks again.
Thank you, Ross, and thank you, Mississippi Development Authority. We also have one other member of the Mississippi Development Authority team here, veteran Stephen Harden. Stephen, stand up for just a moment. Let everybody see you, and thank you very much for joining Ross here today. My friends, as we close this part of our program, I wish to say how grateful I am to live in such a hospitable region of our nation and in this community. And I know you will extend a very warm, genuine Mississippi Delta welcome to Blake and Stacia. Let's welcome them thoughtfully into our community. But I want to tell you something. I owned and operated a small business for 30 years here and in Cleveland. Running a family-owned business isn't easy. It's hard. But the hardest thing I can imagine for the owners of a family business is to pick up lock, stock, and barrel from where you are, where you've been, where you were born, and move to a different part of the country. Now that is hard. And Blake and Stacia moved from the Chicago area to our area. Not because they had to, but because they wanted to. They chose us. Clarksdale, Coahoma County, you need to feel very proud today. People chose you. This is important. It's important for all of us to understand that and to believe it, and to believe in ourselves. So today is a day to be grateful. And to all those here who have joined us on this journey to economic sustainability, and we're a part of this project. Again, I say on behalf of our community, thank you. Thank you for everything you did to bring Image Industries to Clarksdale. And finally, I invite you all to stay and have lunch with us here. Enjoy the music of the great Graham Phillips and the terrific food of our own Ranchero restaurant. Eat and visit with the Hobsons and tell them how happy you are that they are here. Thanks for joining us today. We appreciate it.